Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price this Thursday. As I had to get this video update out to you guys right now with our daily candle closing. In less than an hour, there are two very specific scenarios that are about to happen for Bitcoin that I want to share with you guys. And traditional markets were extremely volatile today, so I want to share with you guys exactly what I'm expecting based on the four-dimensional puzzle pieces. Remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you guys appreciate these on-the-go updates while I'm out and about. But first and foremost, I want to talk about exactly what's happening here to Bitcoin and what the potential scenarios are here, because I believe there are two very specific schematics that could play out right now. And exactly as we predicted yesterday, Bitcoin has held 36,250 and 36,500, where we have not just our major level, but our previous weekly open. And because of that, notice how our candle low, 36,250 on the dot, not even a penny off, because our channel is the most accurate Bitcoin technical analysis channel on the internet. Remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, Snipers, for the exact prices that are on our charts that are extremely important. So 36,250 and 36,500 has held so far. That's what we were watching yesterday. That was the best case scenario. And so this is the two scenarios that I'm expecting to play out in the next 24 hours. And the reason I say the next 24 hours is the amount of volatility that we've seen in traditional markets over the last 24 hours is indicating to me, as we head into Friday, Bitcoin's gonna make a move. Facebook down over 20%, $250 billion wiped out. That has to go somewhere. And so these are the two scenarios I'm expecting for Bitcoin. Because we saw institutional volume come in below 34,788, and we saw an extreme amount of buy volume here, this tells me that if we come down below this level one more time, I'm expecting Bitcoin to bounce once again to at least form either a lower low or a higher low. So our first scenario is if 36,500 and 36,250 breaks, then in my opinion, we are going to come back down and test the $33,500 to $33,000 level. And this is going to be the first scenario that I expect, and the worst case scenario in the immediate short term for Bitcoin. And the reason I am putting this scenario out is because I believe that with a lot of stocks bottoming out over the last week, and with $250 billion leaving Facebook stock, that's the most since 2020 that we've seen in a tech stock. There's a lot of money on the sidelines, and with institutional volume already printed below 34,788, in my opinion, there's a possibility that we could see this retest just to shake out some longs if we break 36,500, but I don't believe we'd go below 33,000 US dollars if that were to be the case. So that's scenario number one. The second scenario is, as I talked about yesterday, if 36,500 and 36,250 holds, we're gonna see continuation back to the upside, and we will potentially break back above 38,000 to see Bitcoin come up and test 41,950. And so that to me is the most important level for Bitcoin right now, 36,250, the previous weekly open. If we hold this, the second scenario is we're not gonna come back down below 33,000 or even near 33,000, and we're just gonna see continuation on the upside. And that's if and only 36,250 holds. Of course, if it breaks, we're gonna have to monitor hourly and 4-hour candles. I'll get an update to you guys if that happens. And so those are the two scenarios that I'm expecting for Bitcoin. And check this out. On-chain analyst Will Clemente posted this 3 days ago. Bitcoin is currently the fourth most oversold in its history, according to Dormancy Flow. Dollar cost averaging more heavily into this area is probably the best approach for the long-term investor. Why is that important? Because I've been telling you guys, the fact of the matter is, I've personally dollar cost averaged positions into Bitcoin over the last week, and I am not planning to sell that Bitcoin. And this is exactly why. We know Bitcoin right now is extremely oversold. And that tells me that at this point, and we know institutions came in below 34,788, it is a prime opportunity to be dollar cost averaging positions into Bitcoin being over 40% down. And then not only that, check out these headlines from traditional markets today, and then we're gonna look at the Ethereum chart and a couple other puzzle pieces from the four-dimensional aspects of this market. But Meta erases his $252 billion in value, biggest wipeout in history, share slump 26%. That means that there's $250 billion right now on the sidelines waiting to go somewhere. Guess where that money is going? Well, we know Coinbase stock up over 30% in the last week, in the last 7 business days. We took a trade, for those on the Discord, But not only that, check out the type of volatility we're seeing in the market today. Snapchat hitting all targets today after dropping 20% with the news. Notice how it immediately shot back up after earnings. Snap shows first ever quarterly net profit. Stock pops 30%. The worst sell-off in American technology shares since 2020 showed signs of easing in late trading after Amazon and Snap soared on quarterly results. Amazon spiked higher by 15% while Snap added 40%. I'm telling you guys, for those in the Discord, we don't just send cryptocurrency signals. We sent out that Snapchat signal less than a week ago. We know our fundamentals. We have analysts 24/7 on this market all over the world. That's why you guys are getting the best trades watching this channel. So remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm for the best trades that are on the internet. And our last headline to cover, Tech Route erases after hours on Amazon and Snap results. We kind of already covered this, but the NASDAQ posts worst fall since 2020 during the cash session. And what does that tell us? Well, Facebook losing $250 billion, the NASDAQ falling and then coming back up. Not only is capital coming out of traditional markets, it's coming back into other places. Why wouldn't it come into an asset like Bitcoin that's down over 40% right now? Those are the fundamentals that I wanted to cover today. And then to wrap up this video, and then I have some friends here that want to take my time up. And so I'm gonna have to leave here in just a second. But what I wanna address here is some macro analysis that we've been covering. And I wanna emphasize the fact that the total market cap formed these two highs recently with this bull rally, right? And we took the two highs that formed and we drew this exact parallel channel. A lot of them are subjective. And at this point, we have tested the support of this channel. And I want you guys to realize how this cryptocurrency market works. We've been making videos on Bitcoin for the last 4 years. And so if there's somebody that knows this market, it's the Snipers channel. And check this out. Bitcoin loves to stay inside of parallel channels alongside the total market cap and sitting at the support right now. Notice how in the 2018 cycle, there was also a channel that formed and we took the highs of the cycle and we drew out this channel. And Bitcoin never moved away from this channel. And so you have this first high and this second high, and Bitcoin stayed inside of this channel. It never moved away from this channel. Right now, we have another channel forming. We did not take this new low to determine this channel. We did not factor this new low in. All we factored in was the initial high and the higher high. And so Bitcoin is still inside of a channel like it loves to stay in, and it's sitting at the support of its channel like it did in June and July of 2021 when we bottomed out before seeing new all-time highs. Right now, in my opinion, Bitcoin inside of this channel, that's the reason that months ago we predicted 33,000 as the max amount of downside in the immediate, medium, and short term. And that has been the exact price target for Bitcoin. I don't think there's any channel that's more accurate than ours here on the internet. And so what does that tell you? Right now, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is primed to potentially see upside. And we have those two potential scenarios on the table. And just to quickly wrap up here, Ethereum, as we talked about yesterday, never crossed decisively below 2,600. And the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart is still maintaining 72,000 Satoshis, which means that we are still extremely bullish. And the DXY is breaking down right now from major support. This is a huge puzzle piece. As my internet loads back up, notice how the DXY broke below 95.885. This is actually one of the most bullish puzzle pieces that we could have heading into the weekend for Bitcoin, because when the dollar value starts to weaken, it strengthens other assets and commodities, and we're already seeing the effects of this with the US oil breaking new yearly highs today. This is a major puzzle piece, because if US oil is such a great commodity, and who remembers when US oil crashed below $0, the futures markets during the 2020 mayhem, well, why wouldn't Bitcoin see liquidity flow into it during this weekend if US oil is breaking new yearly highs because the DXY is falling? We're already seeing the effects of the DXY on US oil. Why wouldn't it affect Bitcoin? These are the major puzzle pieces that I wanted to cover today. And with that being said, I know Coinbase and ARK Innovation ETF did drop 5 and 3% today, but after hours trading, ARK back up 3%, Airbnb dropped 1%, back up 3% in after hours trading. And then the big puzzle piece here Snapchat down 23% because of Facebook, and then now up 55% in after hours trading. Congratulations, seriously, congratulations to those that took our trade in the Discord for Snapchat on January 28th with an entry at $28.45. You guys probably had a roller coaster of a day today. I know I certainly did. I was watching this my positions, and all of the tech positions that we've taken in the last 7 business days are up over 10% still, even with this garden variety pullback that we've seen recently, because we were up like 30% with Coinbase, and ARK was up 22%, and now I'm still up over 10%, but then Snapchat was down 8% after the Facebook, and I'm like, what the heck, Facebook? And then after hours, it shoots up 55%. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is awesome. I'm glad I held on to these positions. These were long-term positions, because remember, as Kathy would say, I know she doesn't have the best rep right now, tech is in deep value territory right now, so keep that in mind. And with that being said, guys, this was a quick update just to give you guys the 2 scenarios that I'm expecting for Bitcoin with all of the volatility that we're seeing in the market. By the way, look at that, US oil, new yearly highs. So with the volatility that we're seeing with Bitcoin, or actually the traditional markets, we haven't seen the big volatility with Bitcoin yet. I'm expecting a move in the next 24 hours. And the 2 moves that I believe are on the table is we either come back down, test 33,500 to 33,000 US dollars to form either a higher low or a lower low. We know institutional volume always comes in below this range. Or the second scenario, as I've mentioned, is if we hold 36,250, which is the exact price levels that we were monitoring yesterday, that we are potentially going to see continuation back above 38,000. And if we get above 38,000, it's game over. I believe at this point, 40,000 is a no-brainer, getting hourly and 4-hour confirmations above the $38,000 level. And I believe that is all I want to cover today. Thank you all, snipers, for tuning into the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you tuned in. And remember to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'm going to head back to meet with my friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Snipers.